Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we managed to migrate this entire power network all the way over to this guy, which is an ancient aquifer. And that produced this water, which is great. That greened this up. That was awesome. We also figured out how to, as you can see here, block a bad tide, which is also awesome. Loving that. We did goof up a little bit with the water. We weren't pumping during the good season, so we're having a little bit of issue. We might actually want to pump up here. But what we are also finding out is that we are going to need more power. And we also need to get out of here. I need to get this hooked up. We need to get more water. Farming is doing okay, but I do need more storage. I need to expand all this out. We're kind of stuck in this hole, and that's not good. We're also starting to get bad water once we get a new beaver online. But that will be excellent. We have a bunch of unstaffed buildings as well. Oh my gosh. We need more beavers. We have more beavers on the way, luckily. And we do have some housing still available, though that will probably need to be extended. So we have lots of dastardly plans today. One of those big ones, though, is I want to get the Numbercruncher. So that's where all my science is going to go, is number crunching. Because that is very, very important to us. And yeah, we're about to have some homeless beavers. But anyways, as we get into this, as always, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And with that, we are going to go ahead and get started. I am going to put that there. We're going to pause real fast. And the reason is I want a large water wheel, which I just said don't waste things. But, you know, we're going to do it anyways. And then I seemingly can put one right here, but I need another platform. Like that, in power, large water wheel, like that. And so that will be good. Eventually we can come over here, dynamite this out, and then have a path to get a few more in there. But let's go ahead and get this guy online while we're at it. Get these guys like this. And that. That will take a while to build, and then I will reconfigure this guy as well. And we will just do a little bit there. Yes, power. That. And that. There we go. I could actually just connect it up over here, but that's a waste of planks. But that gives them something to build in the interim. Still want this online as well, which I need planks, which I'm out of. But we do have beavers making planks, and we decided to make even more planks. This is part of the reason we need more people. But let's get some more housing online. Ooh, a large barracks would be nice. I don't have the research, and we aren't going to work with that just yet. But we will go ahead and just build a barracks right in here. We can leave this open for like a tubeway or something. Hopefully. And let's go ahead and up your priorities so we get that housing online. But yeah, lots of little things to do. We are actually starting to produce that, which is good. So if I was able to get landscaping, 400 plus 2,000, we'd be excellent. But alas, not so much. These guys, though, we're working hard on that research. But we do need this power network stood up, and the reason being, if we get this stood up, which would be amazing. Oh, we can't actually get over here? Oh, can't get required materials. Oh my gosh, these are expensive. But that's a lot of power. That's like 1,600 power, and this seems to be continuous. I know we're in a bad tide, but as I was editing the last video, it appeared to be that this was always online. And so that's good. As long as I don't destroy this to divert it, we could use here, 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 and here to produce power. We even might be able to get on the other side as well, potentially. But they should be building this guy first. I did also mark these trees out, just so that when they're chopped down, they're not replanted, because we want them to be oaks now. We are getting more oakage online. Eventually, I want to dynamite that guy out too. We there's so many things to get done. And not enough beavers. But now we have more beavers here, 12 beds available, so these will be helpful. Okay, construction materials. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I built all the way over there for some bad reason to get up to here, also to this aquifer once we kind of get that working. We're just going to go ahead and lower this priority, though, because we don't need them to focus on this as of yet. I would prefer them to actually focus on these things first, because that's happiness. But planks are our biggest crux. And why do I keep having... Oh, I have beavers died of old age. Oy vey. Yeah, plank production is a thing. In fact, gear production can be paused. This can be paused for now. That should hopefully free up 2 jobs. We'll go ahead and increase your priority, and your priority is already maximized, and we have that priority up. So hopefully... Okay, your priority is not as high, and we did finally run out of water down here, which is a problem. We can go ahead and do this, though. We do have 3 more days. These guys will survive, luckily. Yeah, all of it will survive. I'm very happy about that. We have the little bit of Badtide expulsion there. Hopefully, though, this starts to maximize production of planks. Yeah, we're getting more beavers growing up. We did finally get this built as well, so we are storing bad water, which is a good problem to have, but once it's kind of full, I'm going to pause that, because there's no need for me to do that. This isn't using anything, which is good, and they are working on... Should be able to build these things now that planks hopefully are coming up. I'm hoping. And we do have scrap in here, which is good, and you guys are cutting down stuff, which is awesome. So now we can go oaks, something like that, to kind of replace them, and then as they continue to cut them down, we can replace them. We are going to keep the pines in here for now. Eventually we'll get that tapper shack probably over here, because there is a little bit of room, and that way we can at least get some pine resin. Do need more storage, though. Lots of storage. Alright, we have new beavers are born. We're getting a good haul going on. Unfortunately, all this is passing away. We do have food reserves to last the 2 days, but alas, it is not fantastic. Oh, and finally the swimming pool's online. That is great news. And in fact, I would love to dynamite this out to the maximum depth, just because we A, can, and B, it would help retain a little bit of water for these guys to pump a little bit longer, because they can go up to 6 depth, which is amazing. But let's go ahead and get rid of this, since we don't really need that anymore. We're up to 600, but yeah, we really want to preserve the science for the Numbercruncher, this guy, because he doesn't need beavers to work, and we can build one here. Now, gears and metal pieces would have to turn back online in order to get that. That is okay, but we do want that to be up and running. And it looks like we're finally going to get enough beavers to maybe do something in this last day before this ends. And I do eventually want to automate this guy. That would require me to change these out, and we can, just because... Oh, it's spreading? Ooh, I didn't know it would do that. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of destroy resources. Let's just destroy all of that if they can. Can you guys get to that one? No, no, you can't, because I removed this, the padding. We'll just go ahead and put that back. Okay, so they can remove all that, hopefully. And that will allow me to build a better system. And in fact, I'm wondering if I could put in contamination barriers to further prevent this from happening. You can see here we're having a little bit of an issue. Oh, we finally got guys in here, didn't we? We're doing good on logs. Planks still... Oh, because they should all be going into here. Yeah. Oops, didn't want to escape that many times. But yeah, we are trying to survive. Okay, water is back. Excuse me. Need to wait a hot sec. We'll just do it now. It'll be fine because it's going to be so diluted at some point, spreading over this large area. As you can see here. There we go. Okay, so now we can unpause you guys. So you guys are top priority, which now means I have 3 missing jobs, which is a problem, but beaver happiness should be going up now that this is built. Hopefully. Alright, and they are constructing this, and you can see here, although we're in a good cycle now, this is still going to be able to produce a lot of power. Because it's kind of funneling in. Which is good. What is this? Oh, that's just a crazy relic. If we could actually tap this one, we could just get aquifers being built, but they require power, and I don't know if they can produce enough flow to generate enough power to then essentially get a net equal or a net positive power production. Unknown on that one. Anywho, beavers are coming up. Planks are finally starting to get positive, which is good as we work the planting issue. So oaks, do all that, perfect. Let's go look at our cutting trees down. So let's just go ahead and demolish resources. Get rid of all that. Get rid of all that, just to clean this up a little bit. And so you guys should be fine once you guys get it going. And this should all be destroyed. Now, one thing we will need for that is I will need a throttling valve, which is 500, in addition to a contamination sensor. So we would put this on top of that, so that's another 900. Again, Numbercruncher, what you need in life. All right, we got these guys. Are more beavers coming out? We just had beavers grow up, which is good. But these guys are about to produce 3 more beavers. Water is doing okay now, especially with all this set up. How are you doing? That is almost full. We could probably pause you for now. Don't really need that to go. And this is producing things, and we finally got that guy online. How much are you actually making? Only 340. Not the end of the world, but that is better than nothing. That's 340 power that we didn't have before. So we're going to just do a little bit of this. And then I need to do a little bit of demolishing of you, which is going to be fine. And then power, put you in here. And we'll just do another one of these. And prioritize pickup on that. And then let's go ahead and do that. So they should finish building that and doing that. And this being 340 power production should offset the network such that I could run more things. I mean, this guy's going to take 200, but now they have all that. They picked that up. So let's go ahead and increase the priority further of those. And we do have enough gears, although once we get a beaver available, as we just did, let's go ahead and put them in the gear workshop. We have food, but yeah, we definitely need more of that. In fact, we will go ahead and do science and build a few of these. So as more beavers come up, we have more spaces available. Yeah, I really want to dynamite a double wide tunnel through here. So 1, I can connect the power networks up, and then 2, we can have beavers go through a secondary route. Okay, well that is all powered, so this network is producing 741, which is good. And that is being worked on. And oh, another Badtide's approaching. That is not the end of the world. And replant dead trees, if not marked for cutting. There we go. And let's go ahead and just remove resources. There we go. That way they will not deal with that. Bad tide in 2.5 days. We have 640 water. That is a good problem to have. This is a little bit lower priority as we build some other things like these guys. Just to get more beavers online. These are still growing, so we really don't need beavers in there right now. But I do need more storage. And I really want that cleared out. Your paws, we have plenty of bad water. I'm wondering if this actually gets increased in power because of all that. How are we doing on berries? Berries are fine, because you can pick all of them. You're doing okay, and logs are holding. We haven't started exhausting all of our log supply. And gears are coming up, so we have enough to support said Numbercruncher. We have an injury, but we do have medical beds over here. Yeah. Alright, so one of the big things that we are going to want is this tubeway. That requires actual metal block production, which we do not have yet. We can get it with that, and it just convert the scrap that we are already gathering. In fact, we almost might be able to pause you, just because that'll be maxed out, and we're not really using it right now. That frees up a job, and why? Old age, what the heck? One is incapacitated, I understand that. What the heck happened? Oh, it's because we built all these? I mean, that's 4 of it. Here. We'll find out. I just want more science. Once we get a number cruncher, we're destroying all of these. That's just the name of the game. And we only need about 500 or 450-ish more. They are still building this, which is good. They did clear out this, which is also good, and they are replanting. Because you can still... Oh, you actually can't reach all the way back there. That's interesting. I didn't realize that bit. Why not? You used to be able to reach down there because you planted it originally. Oh well. Oh, what the heck? This lone tree. Hold on, what are you? You're a birch. Yeah. There we go. Getting all of our pines and everything else online. We are going to be running into this now, so we're just going to go ahead and raise these up manually, as I've heard. The other thing we could do is actually build levees instead of these things. These are all in one, right? Yeah. And that would help, but I do want contamination barriers here, which is a landscaping project irrigation barrier. That would be excellent. But we need to unlock that, and it does cost treated planks, which we don't have yet. We need the tapper shack. Again, long-term goals. We are starting to stockpile some stuff, though, which I'm happy about. You're basically full, so we're going to pause you. And since we want to preserve water in here, we're going to pause all those. It is a shorter drought, which is good. Okay, new beavers should be going into those places as we get food and other bits. And this is almost done as well. They only need a few more planks and logs, which are both holding fairly well. Okay. So I'm hoping we get some new beavers grown up. And they'll come into these, and we'll get even more science, and then I'm going to delete all that. That's 3 jobs right now. 3 jobs that would be free. Okay, but all that's maxed. The other thing I do want is I want big storage. Can't do that one yet, but we could do this one. A large warehouse would be amazing. We'd actually build a little bit more storage out here for that particular purpose. And then once we have the tubeway set up, it'll be actually pretty fast to move around. But if we go into the tubeway, it would fit right there, and then we could actually pop over there and move it around the map. I would just get rid of this little area behind, probably do something else with it. And it's close enough to the housing that it would be good. And we would route a path over here as well, so these guys can come up and down. We actually dynamite this out, move this over here, and remove those 3 bushes. And then it would fit there, and we could connect it up. Maybe remove that bush as well. Because berries are not an issue. Oh, look at that. We're producing the science. Okay, so within, I think, a day or so, because they do 1 every hour, and there's 16 hours in a day, so that's 16 per day times 6. So that's 96 a day. So actually a couple days. And then we'll have enough. And this guy is producing, power output is insane. All right, so the power output is there, just it produces more during a Badtide event, which is really, really good to have. Although this shuts off power on the network, we have way too much juice. But this guy's permanent, so I don't really care. So on a Badtide, we definitely want to run the Numbercruncher. But we do have enough power currently to run it just all the time as well. All right. We're almost there, though, and then we can build that. I will need to turn this back on, though, in order to do that, but we'll get rid of all these jobs, which will free up 1 space over here, which would be really nice. And then 2, actually, yeah, that'll free up space here. That'll be nice. I like that bit. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. It'll also free up space over here, and we can start doing a little bit more expansion into getting more production of things online. I also would love to get, you know, a few of these things that are nice, but I need the science for it. And I think this produces like 10 every hour. Yeah, so it's basically 10 of these with no jobs. All right, but this should be, after the next day, we should be able to get enough to generate that, and then off to the races. So for water is holding quite well. And here they cleared this out, which is nice. We will just need to figure out the best way to handle things. Because I don't know if you can build a throttling valve and an impermeable barrier? No, irrigation barrier, not impermeable membrane. Yeah, I can't think. Just because if you look here, there is a little bit of an overhang. So a lot of times it doesn't let you do the adjacent one. It's not the end of the world, but it's something to be cognizant of. Because we might have to do a little bit more, let's say, which would be annoying. All right. How are we doing? Oh, we do have enough finally, so let's go to science. Let's get our Numbercruncher online. Let's just plop you here. There we go, and let's just get some power hooked up over here like that. And then let's just go ahead and get landscaping, another ladder down here, and some pathing like that. And then let's just super prioritize all of this. And then I am going to go ahead and delete for now all of that. And then high prioritize picking all that up. And then now I have 2 beavers available, so we're going to unpause you. And I'm also going to destroy these guys, because I don't really need it right now. High prioritize all this, and then we're going to get some more housing available. Once they build... Ooh, I need to turn you back on, because I'm going to need more. And we could turn you back on just to get more scrap. And is anything else of concern? I don't think it. So I think I have extra beavers. Good problem to have. I do need the science. Oh, nope, I don't have extra beavers. I do. Well, I have an equal amount of beavers, let's say. Reason being is I'm going to have to need to pump water once this is over. Let's go ahead and get some housing on. How big are you? Oh, you're a big boy. Oh, this would actually be kind of nice, especially if I did that. Yes, it would. Because then I could actually just get here and do the tubeway up and above. Oh, I'm liking that better. Okay, what else do you need? You need gears, which we should be producing. And then you also need Planks is fine, and metal parts, which you should also be producing. So you'll come up eventually. But we only have 1.6. All that's empty. These are holding. I'm glad we built the mediums. We're going to want a large one at some point as well. But yeah, the power on the network is fantastic. And this does require 500, which is why building both of these, even in the low season, produce enough to satisfy this as well as to handle some extra. So I'm happy about that. But our next big thing is we need to push towards getting the tubeway set up, because that they can build the tubeway along the tubeway, and the movement speed bonus is phenomenal. So we are going to be working towards that. I also want to get some roofing on here, but again, we need this guy built. And it's almost there. The gears are coming in, and so are the metal pieces. Alright, but I can't destroy this as... Actually, I could, because you guys are running. I could break the power network here. We'll do that, because you're still going to be powered. Split power network, I know. And then... Well, I don't have the power. Sorry, the research for it, I needed 300. We want that in there. So that was actually, that was not good. I shouldn't have done that. They should just rebuild that. And then once we have enough, we can switch over. Can I actually get power connected? Let me see something. Okay, it ended, so we need to unpause these. Come over here. Lower these back down. Like so. Okay. We still have one beaver available. Happy about that. And how are we doing there? They are constructing it ever so slowly. And you are still working strong, my good friend. Excellent. Alright. You guys are producing more than enough as that comes down, but 500, one of them supports that Numbercruncher. We're working there, working there. We actually have, oh no, we just had died of old age. No, we have one vacancy. Oh well. Are you done with gears yet? No. Metal parts is though the link in the chain that we need. And that is full, and that is full. You just need to burn through them. Which you have logs and scrap. Let's prioritize you by haulers for right now. Something I do probably want to get working as well is another, well, hauling post, just to help migrate goods around. We have some area over here. And in fact, let's go ahead and mark this for demolition so that we don't have to deal with those anymore. And then we can actually expand out our farm over here, because this was soybeans. Do we actually? Oh, we do have soybeans. I need more storage. Reggie. Storage. We'll get 2 medium warehouses here, like that. And then let's get some landscaping, or not landscaping, but this guy. And fortunately, we don't have the goods yet. You will be soybeans. Soybeans. There we go, and then you can just be the fermented version. And then we can unpause that as well. So they should build this, which then will get me fermented soybeans. You almost done? Almost. But they should also build all this, because we should be getting... Oh yeah, we got planks. We got planks for days. And we're getting wood, and we're getting everything else. I'm actually feeling pretty solid about this particular season. At least the start of it. I'm waiting for it to get horrible. But for now, we've made our little tiny hole in this map decently well. Is that... Alright, so now we are just waiting for other things. I probably shouldn't have removed all my researchy things. But once this is the kick-in, it runs through the night, and we're basically getting 240 per day. So that is an excellent investment. And these guys are happy. We're up to 12. Running unstaffed, that's fine. And you will be making fermented soybeans. What else is unstaffed? It's the only one that's unstaffed, and that just lacks materials. And a drought is approaching. That is not as bad. This can stay down. This unfortunately shuts off, which I'm not actually happy about. But it is a thing. We could get the tubeway over here as well, so I'm thinking here, 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 and also over here. And then we can migrate it all the way over to there if we build across, because that's where the mine is. Or we build a district. We could do a district. The problem is there's no clean water over here, and so we would always be importing water. I don't like that. This is mainly for this area, and we need to block it off here because we have bad tides. Is there a one-way valve still? That's a floodgate. One way, there we go. One way. Alright, so we could build one-way valves so the bad water couldn't contaminate the good stuff. Alright, we have some lanterns online. We have 2 days. How are we doing on water? Is it coming up? Please say yes. We are getting more beavers, so I am concerned. It looks like it is rising. We might want to get another one online. Alright, well we only have a few more to make, and they are making one every 3 hours, which is good. You just need to have more scrap. Why aren't you guys, like, building more? Make sure this man has everything he needs. Like, we have so much scrap here. Why aren't you just putting it in here? It's the only thing that takes scrap currently. Alright. Okay, so that's fine. We will still pause these guys, but now I have a vacancy. Oy, what do we want to build? Food-wise, oil press could be good. We have power for that. What do I have unlocked that I could build? Obviously more of that would be nice. A tapper shack would be fun to have. Housing, definitely want the large barracks. That will help. A hauling post could be good. We'll just put you here. Why not? That way we have some jobs available. They will build that pretty fast because we both have the logs and the planks. And gears should now be coming on the rise because, well, gears should be coming on the rise. But yeah, next big things, definitely need metal production online, large housing, and so then we're going to do the tubeway. That is the ultimate goal for the time being, and then along the way, hopefully we can get some dynamite online to get the tunnel set up so we can get more power up there, because if we go to power, we will want the geothermal right there. Drought started. It is a 13-day drought. That is not the end of the world, I don't want to say, but we will see how bad it is. And then also, let's just remove those guys because, well, they can't be reached. But that's okay. And we've just staged that, so it's okay. You guys almost done? We need 5 more. But power is fine. And then we can start getting large storage online too. Oy, there's too many things. Large storage. Oh, do I even have? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I don't. So this is just going to have to be the storage. Oh, at least that works. Something like that. What can these even store? Oh, they can do planks. We can do... Let's do 3 planks. Let's do some treated planks, which don't have anything as of yet, and then let's do some metals. Well, actually, let's do some scrap, and then some metals. Like that. Unfortunately, though, I'll allow them to build things. Oh, the Numbercruncher's finally online. Okay, so this guy's working. And you can see the network demands... Hold on. Oh, it's because it's a drought. We don't have enough power. Boo. Well, we can pause. How much do you actually use? 75? Maybe you'll tell me over here. 120, 75. We actually don't need all of this online right now. And at night, you at least are getting most of it. Because I do need that going. But we don't need that working right now. That's all paused. That is good. Glad we have you. This is a huge upgrade. You have no idea. This guy is going to make life so much better, especially during the normal season. Beautiful. Okay. See if we survive. We might need to pump. I'm starting to get concerned about the water situation. In fact, I really, really want to get those metals online. Oh, we can pause you as well. Ooh, but we do have this available. We'll just put all you guys in there so you start moving goods around. I forgot, these guys don't have the goodies that we all want. We could also do, in the interim, well, we're going to want that and that. In fact, we'll do... We gotta figure out how to get things. I mean, we will want that eventually. So I can do the spiral staircase. This guy. Like that. And then I was thinking like this. The question is, I don't think I can build on top of you. Yeah. Anyways, housing should be good now. So 400, we have it. Let's just make it this way. Yes. And so they should build that, which should solve a immediate housing crisis. In fact, I probably didn't even need to build that. Probably could have gone with the metal production to start with by removing these guys and putting that in. Alright, but this is going to work through the evening, and since it's the only thing running, it's basically running fairly fast. And so during the day, we're at least just running food production. So we have food online, both of them. And so these guys are getting full as well. Fermented soybeans should be coming online, right? Oh, I don't have canola oil. I didn't realize. Hold on. Plant. Where is crops? Canola. Oi. Do that. Move you. Well, that was sad. But what we can do is, once we get food, oil press over here. We have the science, yes, and then that should be producing... Oh, we need to turn you back on as well. That should get the oil so we can start making that. Oh, I didn't look at the recipe. That's a boo on me. Oops, it is. These are finally growing back, though. That's good. And we are still getting plenty of mangrove fruits. That's also why I want just the increased storage, because I can build more storage up here as well, and actually get rid of these at some point for super storage, because this is a barren wasteland, and we could build all that. Okay, so we have that. That's good. Next is my metal production. Unconnected buildings. Oh, yeah, you guys aren't connected. Well, I know that. That's connected as they build nothing. That's a nice little storage wall for a bunch of the stuff that's going to go in here. I would also like to keep this side clear so I can actually do another row over here so that we can branch out. So we will destroy these to put that in there, but we won't break into here, let's say. All right, well, we got 7 more days. We are actually getting to the point now that I can just do this. Yes, and get metals. Like that. And then we should have... We have gears, and we have planks. We should be able to build you. And are you operational? You are not. Well, I don't have any canola seeds, because these guys need to grow up. The other thing we can do is we can build a watering hole here once we get dynamite online, and that will keep all this happy. Same for over here. Like right there. I do want some more water storage though in the interim, so we will go to storage. I will build a medium tank maybe here. And just add some more water storage, because we have 6 days left and I am going to have to turn these on. In gears, I will need to turn that back on. Alright, we built that, so we can pause use of you. Pause you for now. Pause you for now. We can actually lower this back down. Just to 5. I'm going to open you up. And then for the next big project that we wanted, I think was the Tubeway. Alright, but we need more gears, which is why we turned you on. And although you're not working that great, it'll get done. And water is holding. In fact, I actually want to do more water pump. Right here. Well, of course. Just remove that. And once we get the tubeway stood up, which we should be able to do once we get 700. Oi, well 700 plus 500 plus 600. You need all that. It's not great. And then we are going to be running out of metals, so we will need to probably build a tubeway over to here just to get more. It's not the end of the world, but it's something we need to be concerned about. That's bad. We could... Nope, we'd have to build tunnels or something else to divert that around. There's a mine as well. There's a geothermal power. Okay. Why am I seeing contamination? That's weird. Did I just get... We shouldn't be getting contamination. That was odd. I'm not liking that. Alright. The connected building thing, not a problem. Did we ever finish getting this built? Nope, not yet. Did we finish building these? Not yet either. Hold on. This would be a high priority as well, so we can at least pump out of here. And again, I want to make this super deep, so we will go ahead and do that for this for now. And we finally ran out of water with 3 days to go. That's not a good problem to have. And they're still going to be working that, that's fine. And you actually ran out of water too. Lovely. Okay, well we have this. In terms of landscaping, I could get the explosives factory. We don't have the thing, well we do have the items to build it, I just need more power. And then the tubeway is more important though. And we almost have enough for you. but we would have to turn this guy on in order to produce it. That's about to be done, so we could switch production to metals. And they can't even reach the metal storage, which is great. Did we build it yet? We have a gear, so yes, we can. Ta-da! Alright, so now we're going to pause you, unpause you. Yep. Start making that, and now we should be able to get... Soon. Alright, well, water is holding. We might have a little bit of an issue with water, but with 2 additional pumps up here, once it comes back online, and now even more water storage, I feel safer. But again, still problems. And then we will lower this down to have all this running again. I do need to figure out a solution here. I've also blocked off my original solution, so there's that. I will need these though. Guaranteed to figure something out to get to this top row. Okay, well, that's it. We're just gonna do that. Don't need all that. All right, 1.5 days. Are we going to survive? I'm feeling okay, but all this is dying. Food is still okay. You have another 3 days. You're fine. They died. They died. This is why we want the dynamite as well. Oh, we do finally have enough, so let's go here. At least start working on you. And then I did want... move that, and then I want to demolish that, add pathing back in here, and then I think that was a teeth grinder. Like that, just setting things up for what we want. Probably want something like that, so we will just clear out all of that. So that will be there. That will be the access point for that to get up to there. And then I do want another one. Say right there, and we can branch up and over. Okay. The first ones that are important, though, are these two to connect, because that is a long route. And then, ooh, they already cleared that out. So we will just get more pathing and get one of these guys over here. And we can go up and over. Drought has ended. Excellent. So now this is going to be pumping. This will get power, and we should be good to go. Alright, let's turn things back on since we are out of planks. Out of this as well. We are just going to pause you for now. That does give me enough jobs, luckily. And how are you guys doing? Let's up my priorities. Like that. And then we're just going to lower the priorities on that one. Oh. Yeah, they don't need to be building that one right now. That's fine. Okay. So this, well, it just needs gears, which we are making, and some metal blocks, which we are also producing. And we finally do have enough, at least for landscaping, to get... Nope, need more. But this guy should be working once water returns. Yeah, once this all fills up, we should have enough to get more moolah. Alright, died of old age, holding okay. Yeah, we can unpause this as we need more beavers, let's say. But we're at least getting planks. Sorry, metal blocks. Good problem to have. Next, though, I do want, after we get the tubeway, we want a tapper shack, because I want to start to get these guys online. So we start getting pine resin to then get more production over here. Alright, you guys are now producing. Network demand. Okay, 76%. That's not bad. You guys are not producing the 500s yet, so might take a hot sec for them to get up there. All this survived though, which was good, and we should be coming up with more water. Badtide is fine. But yeah, dynamite, definitely a huge upgrade for us, I think. And another drought. Lovely. So you guys really, really need to be pumping. In fact, I am going to build even more storage. I can't do that. Ooh, I could. We could get a large tank. I don't think it would be done in time, though. We don't have the resources. That, we might be able to get the resources. Actually, we're going to pause you during the day, because that should up you guys to 100%, which is good. Okay, that's my one vacancy. And you are still not making anything because all that died. And takes a while to grow. So what we are going to do is just pause you for now, so you go into here. Oh, and during the evening we want, again, I want this to be automated. But for now it's okay. But storage. It's not fantastic, but I do want another one of these. Super high prioritize that. Don't care too much about these guys. And for that, metal blocks, yes. Metal blocks, yes. Oh, they even started building that. That's crazy. But we have some of the stuff. So if I go to landscaping, I can get... See, the vertical tubeway requires more planks, and that's why we want these guys. Because I can do that. But I need vertical planks to come over here to do those type of things. So that's what we want, and then we can build vertical up and down, and then that will be a massive shortcut for them. Especially when we do that. So right now that's 79. That's insane. This right here is 23. Because it is close, but not as close as one would think. Alright. And then once we get up to, what was it, 600? Yeah, 600, we should be able to produce a bit more. How are we doing here? The gears is what I'm lacking. Metal blocks are going in, though, as we put them into here. And this guy is almost done. Okay, well, how are we doing on water? Water is coming up. I will let these guys pump because this is not critical water. So we can at least pump a little bit during the drought, which is going to be starting... Jeez. And a hot sec. I didn't realize how fast it would be. And we have 2 beavers, so we're just going to put them here. Actually, we'll leave that as 5 because I am going to pause these once that starts. And it is a 15-day drought, which is not... That is not good. Oops, didn't want that. That is going to eventually die. And unfortunately, I don't have more power available. Nor do I have a relay thing. See, weather. That'd be nice. Can't build it though. I could build a contamination sensor. That's good. Do they have a day-night one? Timer, nope. That's a lever, relay, flow, depth. There we go. And we could actually build that. Actually, I'm going to wait on that. Because I do want to get this guy online. And badoop. Ta-da! So would you look at that? So that will actually connect up. And then we can also just do this, like that. We will build this, like you. Something like that, and then something like that, and then we do need to build this to get that. Okay. And eventually we will connect this up over to here as well. But for now, this is going to be a bit higher priority for us. Okay. That still needs gears, mind you. Oh, and we did get enough, so let's go over here and get our chromatographer. Just put you guys right here. Let's actually super high prioritize this. Non-working hours. Automate based off this. So if it's non-working hours, it will work. We might be able to get rid of that later, for now. And this is probably not going to come along anytime soon, but let's go ahead and pause you, and you. That does get me a little bit better. Let's actually change you to that. But we are still pumping, right? Hopefully. Water is holding. They're still happy. They're still taking showers. We just have to do that until that's actually built. Bully. But next we do want to get landscaping and landscaping dynamite factory. So our next 400 is getting one of these guys. It is another big boy. It's not the end of the world. We could actually just move this down here like this. And in fact, I'm thinking about doing a little bit of work here. So if I come over here and do a little bit of that, do a little bit of this and that, we can also get pathing over here that's pretty darn close. They just need to actually build this, which requires gears, which is why we keep running this. Everything just needs gears. I should build another gear workshop, but I need power. We'll add 2 more haulers so things are moving around better. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's episode. We've increased our power network, which is great. We also have research brewing, which is also absolutely fantastic. And we just got enough, and we will work on getting this set up next time. We did not, I lied, but we want to get an explosives factory set up. And that will allow us to then start producing dynamite that will then help in order to make our tunnel to get more power, which will be helpful. We'll need to figure out how to get the power down here. We'll take some finagling, but we should be able to do it. And then we need to get up here and get that turned on. We need to find more permanent power sources, though. The engines, I forgot about you. They require those metal bits. We could get one online and actually automate it by power need. Oh, I'm loving the automation. We are really going to start to get into that this particular season. But you guys, are we still producing gears? Yeah, we are. Are you guys building this? Oh, I didn't make it super high priority. That's probably my problem. It needs to be the highest of priorities. But anyways, we also will figure out what to do about this, because I don't really know right now, to be honest. I mean, I could do this and then just build a simple stairs like that to do that for now. But anywho, we'll figure out more what we want to do next time. But it's growing. We're starting to expand out, and I'm loving the network. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.